After a long wait, it's finally time to get the family back together again, and nature is just a short drive away. Vrbo has thousands of private vacation homes where you can be miles away from everything, but get closer to the ones you love. So whether it's a lake house with a grill, a cabin with a hot tub, or a chalet with a foyer, Vrbo has the perfect place for your family reunion. Download the Vrbo app. The time for getting back together is now.
Welcome to Same Cast, Different Day podcast. Must listen.
Ever wake up feeling like you're already behind schedule? Luckily, there's Office Depot Office Max, here to help you save time and money. With all the supplies, all the tech, all the furniture, all the everything to get ahead and stay ahead. Whether that's from home, the office, or anywhere. Plus, when you shop online, we'll have your order ready for pickup, now in just 30 minutes. We promise. Or get $5 off your next qualifying purchase. Because our business is to keep business going. Visit OfficeDepot.com for details.
Whether it's your birthday or unbirthday, celebrate with a visit to Walt Disney World Resort, a land of Mickey pretzels, princesses, and hurtling down Mount Everest while a Yeti chases you. Escape to your happy place.
Podcast of all time, thank you very much. I'm Martell Rowland.
And I'm Tina Marie.
And we have Darrell here via phone.
What's up, what's up, what's up?
And then he still do the what's up, what's up, what's up. Oh, God, that is so corny. I'm going to need you to step it up, mister. So in this episode, whatever. So this episode, we're gonna be talking about relationships, how the music game has changed over the years, basically music period. But the first thing I want to get into is I went to the store after work a few days ago, and there was nothing in the store. And when I mean nothing, you know that the area in Walmart where it be like the bagels and the sub bread and like the bread that never get touched and be sitting there forever, that section.
Huh? The food that's expired or about to be expired?
Yeah. Over there by the eggs. If you go to the Walmart market on Main Street, it's where they got the eggs, stuff, and the cheesecake and all that. But anyway.
He bougie, y'all. I go to the Midtown Pick and Save.
Oh no, go to Midtown. That's for the poor people. You know, that's where the hood people be at. But yeah. What?
Not Midtown.
Yeah, so I'm gonna Midtown. But yeah, so I was in that part of the store and all that bread was sold out. Even the regular bread was sold out. Like, I was mad because I'm kind of cheap sometimes. I'm not cheap all the time, but I'm
all the time.
You okay? No, but we ain't gonna keep talking about that. But I'm not cheap all the time. But but you know, I eat wheat bread. I'm trying to kick my habit of white bread, so I'm trying to just stick to mostly wheat bread. And I was mad because I had to pay extra. What was it, 40-something cent for honey wheat bread because all the regular wheat bread was gone. I said, you motherfuckers. But anyway.
But it's worth the extra 40 cents.
I'm poor.
You are not poor.
You said what, Darrell?
40 cents is nothing. That's just like you just had to spend extra $5 on some bread. That's 40 cents. Wow.
Yes, thank you. Wow.
Hey, because I had to buy two of them. And that added up.
That's 80 cents.
Hey, now we are not gonna keep talking about. Anyway,
that's real close to $1. He gonna have a heart attack, y'all.
Right, it really is.
So I'm just saying, I didn't want to pay the extra 40 cents for the bread when I wanted my regular bread for $1. I'm just saying. But anyway, they went in here and they bought everything out of the store. All the meat was good: the ground beef, the chicken, the turkey. They didn't have no turkeys. If you don't know what a turkey is, you need to go watch me deal, because you know what the turkey is. That's the Cornish hens. For the rich folks be having the turkeys, you know, the poor black folks, or not saying some poor black folks, poor people period, you know, they eat the turkeys. That's the little Cornish hens, you know, they make them look like turkeys and stuff.
Hey, them Cornish hens be slapping, dude.
With some wild rice, yes they do.
I'm used to turkey. On Thanksgiving, I'm not used to no turkey. So I'm sorry. I'm used to turkey, not turkey. But anyway, even the turkeys was gone. All the toilet paper was gone. Paper towel, hand sanitizer, bleach, all the product, the deodorant and body wash that was there.
Oh.
So nobody cared to wash their ass. But
I hope they taking bleach baths or something.
I hope so.
They want to clean inside, not to clean outside.
Something.
I mean, I just don't understand. Like, people were really at these stores. Oh my God, somebody's car is so raggedy. But these people was really at these stores buying up everything. And, for the people who didn't get a chance because they actually, they work, and we not one of those for the people who don't jobs who didn't close because of the coronavirus. We go to the stores and there's nothing there for us.
That's okay. I'm just gonna start doing some breaking and entering.
Well, they got they
I'll solve it just like that. Straight breaking and entering.
We can't be doing crimes out here. We gotta save lives.
Oh, I can do that too, though.
Yeah, but you be mostly telling people they crazy. But
I think they heard you whispering.
Oh shit. You know,
okay. Thank you.
Said that on the last episode.
I said that on the last episode. He cannot. Okay, thank you. All these confirmations just pouring in.
Oh,
here.
Whatever. I can so whisper. I am very good at whispering. I'm not like Marcus, who can't whisper.
You gotta listen to the last episode, y'all. You gotta listen to that story.
If you didn't, go check that out. But anyway, so I was at the store. I was mad and then the crazy part is they had restocked the water, so if people were still coming in buying waters, and they was buying like 4 or 5 cases at a time. Still, I'm like, is it really that serious that you really need to buy all this stuff?
Not at all.
It is because pretty much the city is going to be shut down. Like everything's going to close. Like no bullshit. Like in a couple of days, nothing's going to be open. Like they're really serious about it. They told everybody to get their stuff enough for like 14 days or whatever, something like that, to get stocked up. That's why everybody's buying water and all this food because pretty much some people don't go outside. In a minute, they're going to understand that.
I mean,
they're going to be doing something. Yeah, they're going to be doing something with something. I don't know. But I watching the news and they saying they don't want nobody to go outside.
I mean, but the city hasn't shut down. And that's it's not shut down.
It hasn't shut down because they're prepared.
Right.
Stuff.
I mean, but I guess, but for the people who are not, because they can't shut the whole city, but mostly because healthcare workers, how are we going to get the healthcare workers to the hospital and take care of these patients who are sick if the city is shut down? So they're not.
They're not shutting down like Mason. They're shutting down like the malls, the clubs, the bars.
Yeah, they're shut down that. They shut down that stuff like that. Yeah, of course. But then at the same time, it's like, leave food for other people. Like, don't a lot of these people are going to hoard it and then try to sell it online at a higher price.
I definitely couldn't find any type of meat anywhere. Like, that's out of control. Like, I got to feed my kids, so it's like, until I can find a grocery store with some meat for sale, like, I got to go buy fast food meat. Like,
you gonna have to be some vegans for a while.
Who could be?
Oh, I want to do IKEA. Still got some food. They got some Swedish meatballs. I'm gonna have to go to IKEA
just for the Swedish meatballs.
Yeah, because I'll mess the other food. I don't know what the hell the other shit is in
Lord
that store.
Have mercy. So, but my thing is with them doing all this shutting down of things, they do realize that black people go outside, right?
Year round.
So these kids, and it's getting warm outside. So all these kids that was in these schools that you didn't want them to congregate in groups of 10 or 50 or whatever they saying, like, we're gonna be outside.
Mm-hmm.
So these kids are gonna go outside and play, and then what?
Corona gonna spread more.
That's fine.
They did say they was going to try to, but that has not been imposed yet by Trump. They did talk about it being a curfew, but of course they could put a curfew out. But then, like I said, before that curfew go into place, and people got to be in the house or whatever. Who says that's going to stop people from still getting in groups and then congregating?
They also was saying like once they got a ban or whatever, they got the curfew on and tell people stay in the house, and they get it under control. If you get sick with the virus and go to the hospital, it's pretty much they're not gonna help you because they told you to stay in the house. They told you to do this, told you to do that. So if you get sick, that's on you. That's pretty much what they were saying.
You still got to go to the hospital, and you still got to get healthcare treatment.
So, like I said on the last episode, like the majority of people, it's a lot of people that's infected with the virus that show no symptoms. So it's still getting spread around, and I read an article about a young lady that gave a fake name and a fake address because she was sick. She went to the hospital, and now they went looking for her and they can't find her. So now they said she's on the run. Like, on the run from what, though?
Was it illegal?
So on the run from what? You know what I'm saying? So the fact that she was sick and she went to go get health care, and now you can't find her, you making her seem like some type of criminal. She's on the run. That's sad that somebody has to think up a fake name and a fake address to go get.
Because it was probably somebody who didn't have health care or had health insurance to even get seen.
But they making it seem like it's because she tested positive. Now they're looking for her.
Right, that is.
Well, she probably don't want to be out in the media.
I mean, but it's been plenty of people though who have who we know publicly who has got coronavirus, and you don't see them. I don't think it's because she didn't want to be in the media. It's just I just like maybe she's just really scared of the outcome.
So the panic to me is really stupid. I really don't understand it. I'm trying to remember. Did we do the same thing with AIDS?
Nope.
So that's way far more deadly, especially then when it first came out. Far more deadly. Not so much now, but it kills your immune system.
People are living longer due to good meds. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, it kills your immune system. So if you catch a cold, it could kill you if your viral loads aren't regulated right. Okay.
Yes.
So I don't get why, when we had much more severe viruses in this world, why this one that just gives you shortness of breath and a cough and a fever is shutting down countries.
And I keep telling, I keep saying people, like, if you're not a person, like they said, that's not either elderly or have like some type of immune disease or some type of problem with your immune system, you shouldn't really be worried.
Not at all.
It's a good, for a very healthy person, it's just going to pass like a regular flu.
Exactly.
So you shouldn't be that worried.
People have died from it already.
But the people who have died from it are immune compromised people or elderly people in nursing homes.
Yeah, they develop
children.
They develop pneumonia, and that's what kills them is the pneumonia. So, yeah, so that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's not unlike any other thing that we have seen before. We don't quarantine people that have flesh-eating viruses.
Nope. What happened to that one thing that was talking about was turning animals into zombies? That was all over. So what happened with that?
I have no idea, but this virus is zoonotic, meaning that it developed in animals first, and it mutated enough so that human beings can catch it. So supposedly from bat soup is where it came from in China, but I'm not so sure about that.
Somebody was over there eating bats, and then they went and bit somebody, and now the coronavirus spread it. That's the logic I came up with.
Vampires exist? Is that what you're saying to me right now?
I don't know. That was just what I came up with.
I also said that the vampires probably do exist.
I mean,
I believe witches exist.
Of course, the witches have existed.
I know, there's one on the phone right now.
Ooh, Lord have mercy. You know what? I'm so done with you. Okay, so enough of the coronavirus. Yeah. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands.
So we want to get into touch on the music industry. I was just saying how much for me. It's not so much how the music industry has changed. It's how the sound of music has changed over the years. Like for me, like people always say, like, why are you always listening to the older music? I say because I like to listen to older music because the lyrics meant something. It was a real story. It was real pain behind some of these lyrics. And I feel like today's music, you could just say "shake it like a snake" and then that's it, and then you got a hit on your hands. Like people don't put effort into music anymore.
Yeah, I was minding my business, and I heard that on the radio, and I said, what is this?
Or back in the day, it was always like, think about Ron DMC. Look at that. That was like hype party music. Now you got the rappers nowadays talking about killing and shooting and doing all this shit. Yeah.
I mean, but rappers back in the day, they talked about killing and shooting and stuff. But at the same time, I feel like the kids wasn't still going out and emulating what the rappers were doing then.
Ooh, Lord,
What the kids are watching these rappers do now.
You had a selective few that did that, but now it's everybody's doing that.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Like
you had Ice Cube and Eazy, and that was selected group of few, like a handful. Now it's like every rapper that's out here.
I mean, but we had this. That's the cast trying to come in.
The party rap?
I mean, yeah, but then like we had Snoop Dogg, we had Tupac, we had Eazy-E. I forgot the name. NWA.
That was all of them.
Right, it was NWA. Like, of course, they talked about violence and stuff like that.
Wu-Tang
But
Clan.
these music back then, even the music videos was like it was violent back then. But at the same time, the kids was going out in the streets and trying to remake and relive some of this stuff. Like the stuff they got to realize that this new generation is to be honest, from like the 2010s and ups, they're stupid. I hate to say it, but they are stupid. They try to emulate everything that they see on TV.
So the children may be stupid, but who raised them children?
Yeah, you got to think about the parents. It starts from the home.
Well, to be honest, I hey, listen.
Yeah. So
my parents was born in the 60s, and I wasn't born into the 90s. There's a 33-year age difference between me and my mother. Now, this newer generation, now there's only a 12, 14-year difference between the mama and the kid, and now you got the kid being raised with the mama, and like they brother and sister. And then the grandmama's the one taking care of everybody, but grandmama still in her late 20s trying to party. While it's a mess.
It is a hot mess.
We got the mama kicking with the kids, smoking with the kids, drinking with the kids. That's one big thing. That's a big no-no. You that kid should never drink or party or smoke with your kids.
I don't know.
How old they is.
My mama party with me. We parties.
I mean, you can party, but when you up in the age. But if you 16, 17, and you sitting there smoking with your kids, that's a no-no. I've seen that shit happen plenty of times. Where they sitting there smoking with their kids. I'm sitting there looking like, really?
Actually, I don't think I had my first drink around my mama until I was like 24.
I had my first drink with my dad.
I was
when
like
I
24.
So I had my first legal drink with my dad. I'll put it like that.
After I stopped smoking.
You said what?
You know, I smoked weed after I stopped smoking weed.
Oh, well, see, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the difference in how kids are raised, and that's why I said the music industry today, or the sound of music today, is the reason why I believe some of these kids are out here acting stupid, and some of these rappers try to make it seem like, oh, it's not because of us. I mean, yes, there are some rappers who try to be positive and still talk positive to the kids out here, but then you get some of these rappers and some singers who just don't care and just put out anything for the money.
Yeah, I was gonna say, back in my day, because I'm older than both of y'all, but back in my day,
old.
I'm done with you. They were much more lyrical. Okay,
yeah.
They actually put some thought. They actually wrote lyrics. You know what I'm saying? The production of the music was very good. You actually had people playing instruments.
They don't do instruments no more.
Exactly.
That's why I don't go to rap concerts.
Yeah.
It's
just somebody that bounced around on the stage
and rapping to their album.
Yeah.
I could just listen to your album.
Yeah. I was listening to your album on the way here. Now I'm finna listen to it again. You know what I'm saying?
Watching you jump up and down while you're doing it.
That's right.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So that's my thing. I really, because I have boys and I have a teenage boy, I try to keep up with some of the music to see what it is that he's actually listening to. But I just can't. I just can't get jiggy with it. I just be like, who is this? And what are they saying?
You gotta move it like a snake.
Right.
Clap.
It's so many now. You can't keep up. It's like one song.
911, what's your emergency?
Una camioneta quiso cruzar las vías y el tren, ay Dios mío.
Señora, ¿me está diciendo que un tren le pegó a una camioneta?
Sí, yo pensé que alcanzaría a cruzar, ellos iban rápido, creo, y después, ay Dios Dios mío, qué horror.
No puedes saber a qué velocidad viene un tren. Por eso están los señalamientos de advertencia. Obedécelos. Alto. El tren no para.
Mensaje de Netza.
This is the magic we've been waiting for. The Walt Disney World 50th anniversary calls us here. The world's most magical celebration is drawing near. Starting October 1st, join us and make the magic soar. Visit DisneyWorld.com/50 or more.
Yeah. I gotta Google and see what they
Right.
look like.
Wait.
I grew up in the 90s, so I'm so used to just like that.
We know you came from that Tony Braxton era.
Ain't
I
nothing
grew
wrong
up
with
with Tony
Tony.
Braxton. I grew up with Mariah Carey. I didn't grow up with
Hey.
and all
Oh,
that shit.
they didn't get that recording.
I grew up with Lil' Kim. That was
That's a
my
blooper.
man. Grew up with Minaj and all that.
Right.
That's the new generation.
I might release that blooper to y'all one day. With me have my Mariah moment, but yeah, I totally agree with you. Like, to me, I like 80s music, but to me, 90s music is the best era in music ever.
I do like 90s music. Yes, I do.
Cause like today, I won't listen to rap very much today. But if you was to throw on like some 90s rap, I'm pretty sure I would know the song and actually like the song and will listen to the song.
Yeah.
I like rap music, but more so I like the R&B and the singing. I like the singing, the popping. I don't too much. I like rap. Don't get me wrong, but give me the singing. Give me all the 90s shit. I like all that. Tony Braxton, Whitney. Give me all that. Mariah Carey, Brandy. Give me all that shit.
You like trap music?
No, actually I don't. I do to a certain extent, but I don't. I rather put in a Beyonce CD before I put in a 2 Chainz CD or some shit like that. You know me.
Yeah.
I'm more so.
But to
I'm
me,
more R&B and soul. I like the old Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle, Sade. I like all of them.
See, to me, it seemed like. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to hate, but Beyonce has lost her way musically.
Now this podcast finna be over.
Hey, she a robot, low key.
Don't do that.
He's like the ultimate Beyonce fan, but like musically, I feel like it's like for certain, like even for Mariah, it's like I'm happy she took that time off before she came out with Caution, because it was like, what do you got to tell us? Like, what do you have to talk about? Mm-hmm. And with Beyonce, it's like, well, she don't really want to talk about what's going on in her private life like that. She still talk about a little stuff and give you little details, but she don't really talk about what goes on in her private life. But she would talk about what goes on in her sex life a lot.
No, Lemonade gave you the whole entire life about Jay-Z.
So
we already knew the whole story about Jay-Z, and we knew about the cheating. We knew about the cheating and stuff for years.
Came out and said it. Like, most people, you hear it in the blogs and in the media and all that stuff like that, and they won't talk about it. She actually wrote a whole album about it. A whole visual album. If you listen to it and watch the visual album, she talks about everything.
I've not heard Lemonade.
And in her documentary, she did a whole little thing talking about it.
I have not heard the whole Lemonade album. I have never watched the Homecoming album or CD or whatever. I didn't watch the documentary. I didn't watch any of it.
It's Your Husband's Life is But a Dream. She talks about everything.
So I don't know. I never watched the documentary. I'm just saying, like Beyonce is talking about coming out with a new album or whatever. That's fine, but at the same time, Beyonce, what are you going to bring new to this album that's going to draw me back in? Because to me, after she lost me after Sasha Fierce.
But you're not a big Beyonce fan though.
I'm not a big Beyonce fan. I respect her.
Really care.
Cause even I said some very hateful things on YouTube about her, but at that time that was just me trying to get views. Sorry about that, Beyonce. But I respect her as an artist. I respect her as a performer. But then it's like when it comes to putting out new music and everything, it's like, what are you going to give us new? Like, what are you going to give us to talk about? Because at some, like, when artists get to a certain point, I just feel like they put out a single that people can dance to just to make themselves still relevant.
Kelly Rowland motivation. But anyways, yeah.
People really didn't dance to Motivation.
Motivation was out for like 6 months before the album came out. So yeah.
Actually, Motivation got leaked because it never publicly came out. It got leaked around February, and the single didn't officially come out till late spring, early summer, and then the album came out that summer.
And by then, everybody was bored with it.
Probably so. That's because she didn't have follow-up singles. I agree. When you don't have follow-up singles, people get bored with the artist.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, well, even if it's not Beyonce, even with Mariah, like, if Mariah didn't have something new to talk about with this last album, I probably would have been very disappointed. Because if it would have been like a repeat of Me, I Am Mariah, The Elusive Chanteuse, I probably would have been mad, although I like the album. But I feel like that album was like, we didn't know what it really was because it was all over the place. Because you didn't know if it was about her and Nick Cannon breaking up. You didn't know if it was about her kids. You didn't know what it really is. And that's the same thing for everybody know I love Lady Gaga. And with her last album, what was the last album? Joanne. It was the country album. I did like some of the songs on there, but when artists start to get all over the place, it starts to lose you. And that's like, and I need something fresh. I need something new.
And that's what Beyonce gives you. She needs something fresh and new every album she come out. It's something different. It's not the same old.
See, I mean, because you're a Beyonce fan, you will say that every time that it's new and it's fresh, and I just don't.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Anybody else, everybody got their own opinion. So that's just how I feel.
I mean, yeah, and right. I respect your opinion on that. It's just that, like, when I want artists to come out with something new, I don't want your new album to sound like your last album. Like,
well, none of their albums sound alike. Think of it, none of them do.
Yes, they do. Only difference is with the last two albums was that she was rapping.
No, because Lemonade was all about, like, her life, her situation, what's going on, like.
Because to me, the Beyonce album and Lemonade, it sound exactly. The songs that I did her is just it's
Beyonce and Lemonade were two different albums.
It's just the same, just different tempo. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, like I said, like the music industry has changed so much, and you know, I keep telling people, like, I just like I said, the music today is just meaningless. Like, I remember the first time I was in a car and I heard "Turn Down for What," and I just kept waiting for the song. So I'm like, okay, I heard it, like, oh yeah, this sound real good. Like, I'm waiting on and then it was like, "Turn Down for What," and the beat came, and he just heard the beat. He just was grooving. He heard the beat, and then it said something, 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 and then it'd be like a pause. They're like, "Turn down for what?" I'm like, oh, okay. But it never rapped. It was no rapping, and it was no verse, no nothing. And I'm like, well, what's the point? What is the point of this song? I guess it was just a song for people to get hyped to. And like I said, people are just. I mean, yeah. See, I didn't know that was a little John song by himself at that moment, so I didn't know. But all I know is that music now is just like they just don't care about what they putting out now. They don't put no effort into it.
I totally agree with you. They don't. It doesn't have a meaning. It doesn't have a purpose. It's just about sex, drugs, and violence.
Cause I sure got mad about that movie Like a Snake. I'm not gonna lie.
That was some of the stupidest.
That's why my niece played that song for me. I told her to cut it off in like 10 seconds because it just kept saying that same thing over and over again. I'm like, yeah.
Moving like a snake, clap, 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 clap. Moving like a snake, clap, clap. I'm like,
I can't deal with the City Girls.
I love the City Girls.
I say, Marcus, I don't know too much about the City Girls. I don't know. I can't tell you one song off the top of my head that they even made at the moment. So, I don't know anything about the City Girls. What song did they even make?
What's the name of them? I don't even know the names. I just know some of the hooks.
Well, what's the hooks?
Wait, I gotta Google it.
Just like an old person, she gotta Google.
Wait a minute. Wait, real ass bitch give a fuck about a nigga. That one.
I don't know that one.
It's called Act Up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
they got Sports featuring Cardi B. They got Act Up. They got shit. kind of song?
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, City Girls.
I'll listen to Cardi B. I'll listen to Nicki. Nicki used to be cold.
Nicki lost her way. I like her underground music way better.
Yes, her underground music is so cold.
When she first came out, she was cold, but then when she started beefing with these different rap female rappers,
yeah, I didn't like that.
I feel like when she started beefing with them, then she started losing her shit.
I really enjoy her first two albums.
Towards them and trying to diss them instead of her rapping about what she normally raps about in her first two albums.
That's because do Nicki write her own music? Because I think that was the issue, was that she was trying to write these diss tracks, but she wasn't writing her own diss tracks.
Safari wrote her first three albums. She was with him, he wrote her first three albums.
Because to me, to see her first two albums, I was still listening to those. I like those. After the first two albums, I was pretty much done with Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, like I don't know, when she first came out, I was a Nicki fan. But then, like I said, when she started beefing with Remy Ma and Cardi B and all these other rappers.
I forgot about the beef with Remy Ma.
Yeah, when she started losing everything, like everything was about them and talking about them and dissing them.
I mean,
she lost track of her real music, what she came out and at first and was doing. Now it's like, fuck you, bitch, kill you, bitch, like no.
It can't be worse than that Meek Mill diss track when he was rapping to the Undertaker entrance music.
I didn't even hear that one. That sounds unfortunate.
About a diss track. Not good. Like, girl, sit down somewhere.
Cause speaking of that diss track, wasn't nothing funnier. They had shown it was like a meme on Facebook, and it was like Meek Mill in the studio recording his diss track, and it had showed him in a dumpster recording the diss track. That's when him and Drake was beefing.
Straight trash. Straight trash.
Because these artists, they don't put no effort into that no more. Like, you couldn't tell me that Patty and Aretha and all these other artists wasn't dissing each other in their music back in the day.
Of course they was.
They was so good at dissing somebody back in the day. But that's why I keep...
Lyrical.
Right. That's...
When they did together, it was to the point where you didn't know if they was doing it. Like, damn, they sound real true. That's okay. And they was, the whole time they was beating somebody else. And I feel like the Pay the Bill and the second half, that you would never know it. Because they didn't put it in they didn't put their names in the song. They just did it in a slick way.
Right.
Now, you'll know because you're putting your name in the title or in the song.
Right. I keep telling people Mariah is the queen of dissing people. I don't care what nobody says.
Hey, I mean, I don't know. Nas, when he did Ether, he was dissing Jay-Z. It came on like, fuck Jay-Z.
I never heard it.
It came on like, fuck Jay-Z. I was like, oh, okay.
And when Remy Ma did she came on saying, fuck Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, she said, that's what I'm talking about.
They don't know how to be like Mariah, because she made a whole song about Nick, and I don't even think a lot of people don't know the song is probably about Nick, the Thirsty song.
Is it?
Cause it just so happened that this song was on this album, and they had divorced like literally probably like the year after this album came out. So I think she was I don't even know if she was hinting that was divorcing, but it was just some of the songs and the lyrics and the way how it went that like, oh my gosh, she was talking about Nick this whole time. It was right up under our noses. We didn't even know that they was going through this already.
But I mean, what's wrong with Nick? Because, he get money.
Because she starts a song with Chasing the Bright Lights and even changed your name.
To be honest, I didn't think that they was gonna last anyway. To me, they don't fit.
She wanted black babies.
They don't fit to me. Like Nicki Minaj, Mariah Carey, Nick Cannon, they don't fit. They don't match to me. Like I don't see them as being a couple going old together. I didn't see that ever.
I probably didn't see that because of the age difference.
Like I feel like they wasn't gonna last anyway.
I think it could have lasted.
I don't think so. If you look at it, they don't match up.
Did she ever deal with anybody her age?
No.
I didn't think so.
Cause I think that the background dancer that she with now is probably younger than Nick.
Background dancer the age of my niece, 10 years old.
Mariah's a cougar.
Yeah, but it keeps her young though.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, but even with the song Infinity though, cause she can swear up and down all day long that song was not about Nick Cannon. It was. I'm sorry. Cause saying there's no there, what she say? Close the door, lose the keys. There's an end. There's an end to infinity, or something like that. When somebody tells you that there's an end to infinity, they are done messing with you.
That do sound like something that would be more so for a marriage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or when she was engaged to that Jane Packer dude, and she came with that song. It's called "I Don't" when she remade Avant song.
Yeah.
Like even with that song, she dissed the hell out of him in that song. But at the same time, she know how to diss people without using their names, and she know how to do it in a classy way.
She's a seasoned queen. That's why.
So that's why I feel like a lot of artists like Mariah need to start a songwriting school or a class of lyrics or something like that for these new artists that's coming up. Cause we do still got some good writers like Charlie Puth. He writes a lot of his stuff, and I love his music. I don't know if a lot of people don't know who Charlie Puth is, especially in the black community. I don't know why only song they know him for is that song with Wiz Khalifa.
Which song?
The "See You Again" song from the Fast and Furious. See, you wouldn't even know.
I'm like, which one?
And he makes some really good music, and he's a good vocalist, and he writes really good music.
Yeah.
And he know how to get his message across without sounding like, what's the word for thugged out white people? I don't know.
Wiggers. I don't know.
But yeah, I mean that's just describing like he wanted to take to me if pop music wasn't as pop electric music wasn't as big as it is now, and he was to do like a strict like how 90s R&B is right now, he'd be one of the biggest artists there is, male artists I should say, because to me Chris Brown
cold. I'm sorry,
but he doesn't have that R&B voice, like that soul R&B voice. So like if he has like that dance electric type music, like the only way he's like even for Beyonce, the only way she's surviving right now because she has a good voice to go with dance music.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, what should I say with hip hop music? But if she was to have to do like the electric pop music, her voice just doesn't match with that, and it would be no market for her. And it's crazy because you say that, like, you can say you got regular pop music, then you got the electric music. If your voice don't work in one of those markets, you just basically don't sell anymore unless you're in rap. And even in rap music, if you're not just a top artist, or whoever, you become just top artist off the stupidest songs that rap artists put out. If you're not one of those artists, then you don't sell. And it's crazy because there are so many talented singers and rappers who are very good lyricists and who produce really good music and don't get their recognition.
I like Neo as a writer.
I like him as a writer.
Yeah, I do.
But that last album.
So I never listened to his whole complete albums. Like I would just catch songs here and there.
I think his first 3 to 4 albums, I had all his albums, like the first 3 to 4 albums. I loved all his albums. And it's like when he tried to switch over to do like strict like that pop music, just because that what was going on, I feel like that just didn't work for me, and I didn't connect to him no more. Like, y'all might be seeing, if y'all live near me in the Milwaukee area, y'all might see a paramedics pulling up to my house to try to revive this cat over here that's trying to eat up this plant on this table, and I'm trying my hardest not to get up and go make a scene.
I mean, I can go get him for you. He was over here chewing on cords earlier.
I mean, yeah, go karate chop him.
Hi-ya.
Cause he got in trouble before about chewing on stuff.
He over here licking on the wine and stuff. Wait a minute, Fred, you in the shenanigans too?
So yeah, like I said, like I've been saying, the music has changed so much over the years, and I wish we can get back to where music actually meant something and means something to people. You know, it's some artists who can still pull it off, who still create good music that means something to people. I wish we can get back to that.
He's
You say he's so what?
I've seen him. He's a dope ass artist. He can sing. His lyrics mean something. Like he don't be with that bullshit. Like he is up there. Like
I wasn't a August Alsina fan. Cause only song that I know that he made was I think it's I love that shit or something like that.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know any of his other material.
He got Kissing on My Tattoos. He got so many songs. Like, when you chance, I'm gonna listen to it.
I mean, probably because his career got cut short. That
He got
is
cut short because he got sick.
yeah, because his career got cut short. It's probably why I don't really know his music like that. And at that time, I think when he was coming out and he was still trying to do like that soul R&B music, it's just at the time that the pop music was dominating the charts at that time, and actually rap music was dominating the charts at that time. That he just didn't stand a chance.
He actually did. He was on top. Like, he didn't stay in the background. He was actually on top.
Like he had a hot 100 hit. Like you know what a hot 100, like a number one on a hot 100s.
Yes, he charted. A lot of his songs charted.
I'm gonna need somebody to Google.
Oh, what are we googling?
Does August Alsina has a hot 100 hit? Well, a number one on a hot 100 charts.
Okay.
Because that's what I want to know.
So he's popping up as a record producer.
Mhm.
You said Hot 100.
Yeah, because that's the chart that everybody looks at. Like you can have a number one on the R&B charts, but if you really the issue if you can have a number one on a hot 100. That's what I want to know.
Come on, Sprint, you can do
Because
it.
now these day and age, it's hard to get a hot 100 hit because you got to make them a that old lady, just like in the last podcast with the last episode, and I was fussing about how old people be leaving their tablet volumes on the notification sounds, and then they don't even check the notification sounds when the notification go off. I don't understand why old people do that.
So he had 3 songs on the Hot 100. Testimony peaked at 1. Number 1 on April 2nd of 2014. These are whole albums, though, aren't they? I believe so.
Yeah, album quartet, yeah.
Okay. And Downtown Life Under the Gun peaked at number 5, September 6th, 2013. And this thing called Life peaked at number 2 on the 1st of January of 2016.
So only his debut album hit number 1.
So
he does have, but you could have a number 1 album, but it's really but did you have any number 1 singles?
I believe it said 1 song. Let me go back.
Cause like on record, like even for Kelly, it'd be like, oh yeah, she has as a solo artist, she has sold 30 million records worldwide, but only have had 1 hot 100 hit as a solo artist in her whole career, and that only lasted 7 weeks. Cause it's a lot of artists. It's like look at Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is a very successful rap artist, but yet she has never had a hot one number 1 on the Hot 100s in her whole entire career. Really? She has never hit number 1 on the Hot 100s.
Well, Cardi B did. Ow.
Oh my god. I just can't deal with your young kids and Cardi B, darling.
So, it looks like I Love This Shit peaked at 48, November 8, 2013. It's a song.
That's it?
Yeah.
So he has...
It says 1 of 6. Wait. Let me see. Come on, Sprint. You can do it.
I know, Sprint.
Hold You Down with DJ Khaled, Chris Brown, August Alsina, Future, and Jeremiah peaked at number 39 in 2014, November 2014. Do You Mind with DJ Khaled, Nicki Minaj, Chris Brown, him, Jeremiah, Future, and Rick Ross peaked at number 27 in 2016. These songs that old. No Love peaked at number 69 in November 2014. And I Don't Get Tired with Kevin Gates peaked at number 90 in May of 2015. So his highest one, he had all features. Y'all have features on there. And then the one that was at the top was Do You Mind? It was a DJ Khaled.
So he has no top 10 Hot 100.
Nope.
And he doesn't have a number one hit.
No.
Wow. That just proves some people can be successful and never chart. Which is very crazy.
I mean, but so I feel like that's a very difficult feat.
I mean, it is, but I keep, like I said, because y'all know I'm the Mariah fan, but to me, like, artists back in the day, like, it was, like, they had number one hits, but it was a song on their album. Like, everybody keep on saying Rihanna has 14 number one hits, but most of those number one hits that y'all saying she got 14, that's called her 14 number one hits, were not her songs. It was her featured on somebody else's song. And that's what, and like, when you look at, like, Mariah's, like, when you look at Mariah's top 10 hits or her, or whatever, you know, it's all her songs featuring somebody else that has went number one and was number one on the Hot 100. It was never somebody else featuring Mariah that went number one and they including it as her number one. And I feel like today they cheating with saying Rihanna has 14 number one hits when, you know, a lot of her own songs has not hit number one. But since she was featuring other people's songs that hit number one, like they could say, like, right now, if all those songs that August Alsina was featured on, and even though they were not songs on his album, and they could say, oh, well, August Alsina has 10 number one hits, but none of those number one hits is actually his own songs that was on his album. But they still consider that a successful artist. Like, and that's how they doing it in this day and age, and I don't think that's how it should be.
Cardi B has 3 number one hits.
Who is playing music?
Oh, that's my phone.
I'm like, who is playing music?
Why is it playing music though?
I'm gonna need you to get off of that website.
That was Billboard.com.
I can't afford it. I'm not paying nobody no royalties. I am sorry, there's no royalties getting paid. We are reaching that mark where this show is going to end up being too long. So we're going to have to cut this show right here. So I want to thank you guys for watching this episode of Same Cast Different Day podcast. Oh, I keep saying watching. I'm so used to YouTube. Oh my God, that's that YouTube in me. I'm so sorry. I want to thank you guys for listening to this episode of Same Cast Different Day podcast. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Martell Rowland.
Oh, you can follow me on Facebook at Tina Marie Haslett. I need to change that. And Instagram and Twitter __ TINAAMARIE.
And Darrell, where can they find you on social media?
On Facebook at Darrell Kingsby or Instagram at Prince_Darrell.
And don't forget to follow the Same Cast Different Day social media accounts on Twitter and Instagram. You can follow us at SCDD podcast. I hope I got that right. We really should stop drinking wine while doing these podcasts.
No, we shouldn't.
But yeah, it's SCDD podcast on Twitter and Instagram. And you can also go follow us on Facebook, which is Same Day. Crap, I keep messing up. We gotta stop drinking. Same cast, different day on Facebook. So thank you. Shut up. So thank you guys for listening. Make sure you tell your friends about this. Tell them to go on Spotify, Apple, and download this podcast, or wherever you listen to your podcast at. Tell them to go listen to it. So thank you guys for listening to this episode of the Same Cast Different Day podcast, and we will see you guys next episode.
Bye, guys.
Ever wake up feeling like you're already behind schedule? Luckily, there's Office Depot Office Max, here to help you save time and money. With all the supplies, all the tech, all the furniture, all the everything to get ahead and stay ahead. Whether that's from home, the office, or anywhere. Plus, when you shop online, we'll have your order ready for pickup, now in just 30 minutes. We promise. Or get $5 off your next qualifying purchase. Because our business is to keep business going. Visit OfficeDepot.com for details.
This is the magic we've been waiting for. The Walt Disney World 50th anniversary calls us here. The world's most magical celebration is drawing near. Starting October 1st, join us and make the magic soar. Visit DisneyWorld.com/50 or more.